We will visit the Kazakhstan Kuokushinkai Karate Championship, and in today's program we will try to delve into the magic of this sport. Today we will talk to one of the VTB Basketball League stars, Antony Clemens, who has recently received Kazakhstan citizenship. Then we will witness the best street workout demonstrated by one of our country's strongest men. Here we are in Nur-Sultan city, where the country's Kuokushinkai Karate Championship is being held. Today we will know the names of champions, and over 100 competitors from other regions of our country will compete to win the title of the championship. What is the meaning of Kuokushinkai-kan? This word implies seekers of absolute truth. In karate, we train everything, starting with thoughts, consciousness, and ending with spirit. Even simple relations between people. During similar competitions and at the end, bows are welcomed. It is an obligatory requirement. Otherwise, a competitor may be excluded from a competition even if he/she has won. The tournament itself lasts 3 minutes. An additional 2-minute round will be granted in case of a draw. Punches to the body are allowed, but not in the face. According to the rules, you can only be there with your feet. Judges count the number of direct punches. Despite all emotional fight and athletes' excitement, after the judges' whistle, fighters behave as correctly as possible towards each other. In case of a draw, the winner is the one whose punches are considered to be of good quality. Technical punches are those that are loudly heard. Judges decide everything. 4 judges on the edges and 1 chief referee. Judgment for each karate fighter is a big advantage. His face, the face of the school. In other words, a karate fighter who becomes a judge is a successful karate fighter, right? A successful karate fighter, someone who has reached big results. Kuokushinkai style rose versus many contactless schools and the principal idea of karate without contact. Vivid fights attract sports fans' attention. Today, over 15 million people from 140 countries of the world are involved in Kuokushinkai. White belt is considered to be basic, which is the start. What comes further? First comes white, then comes orange, blue, yellow, green, brown and black. Could you please tell us what belt do you possess? I have the black belt, the 6th dan. How many years did it take you to achieve that? I came to it after 30 years. Did you set a goal to win the black belt? When I started, I was thinking about at least the 1st dan. What position Kazakhstan holds in this kind of sport across the globe? We often hear our men win international tournaments. We develop 7 kinds of karate now. We have world, Asia and Kazakhstan champions. Not only men fight, but women also. Women in Kuokushinkai karate are quite often. Lately, yes. Moreover, children attend from early childhood. Mostly they linger on until adulthood. Now girls train consciously. They learn not just for self-defense, but in order to perform on a professional level. Have you ever used your skills in your daily life? No, I haven't. Personally, I try to avoid such situations. Practicing martial arts is like possessing a cold weapon. It is very dangerous. Did you beat boys at school? Occasionally. I was beaten and then never picked a fight. The history of Kuokushinkai karate is directly linked with the name of its creator, Masutawi Oyama. A Japanese who lived in the 20th century created a new type of martial art and brought together millions of followers. I have just arrived from Japan Championship, although I did not win there. And how old are you? I am 60. You participate among veterans, right? Yes, I participated among veterans. Unfortunately, I did not win, but I enjoyed the fight. What Kuokushinkai karate gives you in your 60? It's the charge of cheerfulness, then self-confidence. Work with children, communication. Over 8,000 people just in Kazakhstan are involved in it, nearly in all regions and villages. Each participant wanted to be chosen for the World Championship, and it will be held in Kazakhstan at the end of the year. 2 karate fighters will introduce our country in each weight category, in other words, winners of the current championship. I have been training for over 15 years. This already is my 13th championship across the country, where I have already won 12 times. And today I'm recognized as the best technical karate fighter of the whole tournament. Is that right? We wish the best fighters reached big results by participating in the World Championship. Thank you very much. Further in our program, an open interview and a little challenge together with Antony Clemens, a basketball player of the Kazakhstan national team, will be presented. In December 2018, Clemens was recognized as the most valuable player by VTB League. In the current season, Antony scores an average 15 goals per game. This is a striking result. The player moved to the capital in 2017. He became the leader of Astana within 2 years, received Kazakhstani citizenship, and has already debuted for the national team.
Antony, you ready? I know you played professionally American football. Really? What do you think? What will be better if you stayed in American football? Your career will be better than in basketball?
I can't say it will be better because then I would regret not playing football, but I really truly love the game of football. A lot of people say I was better at football than I was in basketball, but I love the game of football, but I just didn't like the practices. I didn't like the workouts of football, but it was something about basketball that I really enjoyed. I loved coming to practice, competing.
All basketball players love sneakers.
Yeah.
And what about you? Are you collecting?
I'm not a big collector anymore. Throughout college, I want to say my first couple of 3 years, I was really big on getting the Jordans and every possible chance that I could get the hottest sneaker that came out. But now I'm pretty relaxed. I just, here and there, and I grab me a few new pairs. But I'm not as crazy as I used to be. I spent $400 on a pair of sneakers before.
You started to play professional basketball in Austria, not US. Why?
I didn't have that many opportunities to continue to stay in the States, other than the G League, but I kind of wanted to test how European basketball would be and try to get my foot in the door over here and just learn the system and how to play in a different country. And I think Austria was the best place for that, to help my confidence, and it definitely turned out better than it was supposed to be.
You wanted to play like who, for instance?
I never really had an ideal person that I wanted to play like, but I can say my favorite basketball player in the NBA would be Rajon Rondo. I like his toughness. I like how he makes his teammates better. I like how confident he is in his ability.
Do you remember your invitation from Astana, and just how did you react on this?
I do remember. I remember I was sitting at my grandparents' house, and my agent texted me and told me I have an offer from Astana. They're in the VTB League. That's one of the best leagues over here. And I remember one of my teammates, Aaron White, the year before he played for Zenit. That's in this league. So I got in contact with him, asked him about the club a little bit. He had nothing but good things to say. And I was very excited about it. To get back in the form of playing competitive basketball and being able to play high-level teams.
Right now, you're a citizen of Kazakhstan.
Yes.
And it was difficult to make a decision to get a passport. And how your relatives reacted on this?
My mother was very up in the air about it. You know, she was just like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And you know, at one point I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but I know how much this club supports me. I know how much, you know, the country of Kazakhstan supports me as a player. So to be able to have a home base as a professional player, wherever, if I stay here for the rest of my career or if I decide to move on, I know I will always have support from this country. And that's all I could ever ask for. And, you know, my mom was very intrigued with me being able to do it. My father, he was excited because he knew I would be playing on the national team, and to be able to compete in the qualifiers, you know, for World Cup. If I can't do it for USA, why not, you know, for Kazakhstan, you know what I'm saying, and be the best that I can and try to help them.
Do you remember your first salary? And how did you spend it?
Yeah. What did I do? My first paycheck, I think I saved it. I have to say I saved it. I wasn't making as much as I'm making now. So I definitely kept my checks, just kept them in the bank and built up until I was actually able to just be comfortable. You know, I wasn't really used to having a bunch of money in my bank account. So,
You're not money spender.
yeah, I'm like one of the most cheapest guy you'll ever meet.
Really?
Yes. Other than, you know, things that I can say that are good assets to me for the long run, you know, most I spend my money on is food. I have to say I try to eat as healthy as possible, and even when I'm out here, I just spend money mostly on food.
What about this season for Astana? Because it's so successful season for our team, and you get an MVP of December months in league. Yeah. And what is the reason of our successful season?
I think it's a lot of reasons. Well, it starts with, you know, the type of guys that you have, you know, your players. The 6 foreigners that we have, that includes myself, plus the guys that been here, the Kazakh guys that are here. That's where it starts, you know, and you can get guys with egos, you can get guys that are selfish and that just want to come in, get their numbers and go. But the guys that we have, everybody buy into one thing, and that's winning.
What about Rajkovic?
He's really good. You know, he's good in a lot of different ways. Early on, he just gave everybody the confidence to be who they are. You know, at the end of the day, he just wanted guys to compete. He didn't expect anything to be too high. He just was trying to look for the opportunity and for us to come out and give it our best shot. And he believed in that philosophy, and, you know, it came out. We won a lot of games. We won a lot of games early, and I think that gave us momentum towards where we are now.
Who is the funnest in the team?
The funnest on the team? I mean, I can say Mike and Jeffrey. Them two are funny because they're always arguing. It's a lot of argument that goes in between them two, just about, you know, sometimes it's something, sometimes it's about nothing.
Who is the best singer?
I'm the best singer. I haven't heard anyone sing. I can't say I heard anybody sing.
Did you sing someone maybe about your career after the sport? For instance, for players, for professional players, it's really important to make a plan. For instance, maybe to create some business after professional career. And what about you?
So after I get done playing, I would like to stay involved with basketball.
Like coach, like trainer.
Yeah, I got my degree from University of Iowa in sports management and marketing. So I'm pretty much familiar with a lot of things that go on the outside of basketball. So I would like to kind of stay in that area. If not, I love to cook, so I like to go into cooking school maybe, and probably
cooking.
Yeah,
Really?
I really enjoy cooking, but I like to make what I like, to eat. So I like to expand my craft when it comes to cooking. So.
And which country dishes?
And I make a lot of stuff. It just depends on the day. I like salmon, chicken, steak.
Do you know some words in Russian and Kazakh?
I know хорошо. I know da. I know домой.
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 For taxes.
Yeah. And that's about it, man.
Anthony, and right now we have a challenge for you. How many tackles you need for take 3 points from this place? I will wait under the basket and just you will try.
Told you I was gonna do it.
Further in this program, first-class push-up tips from the world record holder and Kazakhstan street workout champion Aytim Jakupov. Let's get started from a note. Street workout is also a sport which is becoming fashionable and available now. You need for that only a platform with horizontal bars and parallel bars and then just your desire. Do you want a dream body without going to a gym? Here are some technical tips.
Первое упражнение – турник, то есть очень часто.
First exercise is a horizontal bar. Many people make mistakes. Your progress will depend on the right technique.
От правильности выполнения подтягивания зависит как увеличение количества подтягиваний, как сама.
Legs must be fully straightened, don't cross them. As you breathe out, do a push-up till the end without swinging.
Полностью выпрямить ноги, не скрещивая ноги. И на выдох полный подъем. Без раскачки.
Breathe out and descend. This is correct.
Это правильно.
Let's see standard mistakes. Many people don't do push-ups till the end or don't descend till the end. More focus should be on not only volume of muscle mass, but on strengthening joints and spine, strengthening tendons. Everyone knows that tendons is physics itself.
Так, разберем стандартное отжимание на брусьях, правильное выполнение. То есть отпускаем либо на 90 градусов.
Let's see standard push-ups on a horizontal bar. Descend either at 90 degrees or till the end. Many people make a mistake by not lifting their body till the end. The same job on a horizontal bar. Muscles do not work properly.
Не выключает мышцы. Соответственно, развитие будет, но
The development is on but slow. Lift, then pause, descend, then pause. Breathe out. A few words about the instructor. Tim officially bears the title of one of the strongest men of the country. He holds the world record for push-ups on fingers. He did that 30 times per minute and his legs did not touch the floor. Our next exercise are standard push-ups. Hands are set not too wide, not too narrow. We take an average grip. Many people make a mistake by working just on triceps in the following position. Elbows are pulled to each other. The chest is not worked on here, so try keeping your elbows apart. It is better to do 5 good quality and neat push-ups rather than 10 curved ones. The result then does not take long. To vary push-ups from the floor, we will add push-ups from smaller horizontal bars. Many people ask what is gymnastic apparatus for. The lower the crossbar, the higher the load and vice versa. The press is strained. Touch the chest, squeeze completely.
На данных снарядах, так же как и на отжимания от пола.
Here we work very well on the pectoral muscles. The muscles of the anterior delta and the triceps. I also like working on triceps on the gymnastic apparatus.
Добавить к этой же программе отжимания на трицепс.
Kazakhstan is the only country across the globe whose state bodies and the National Olympic Committee officially acknowledges street workout. In terms of the development of this direction, Kazakhstan is among the top 3 countries in the world. The next exercise is elevating on horns. Here wide muscles of the back are developed and good work is done on the biceps. Control breathing. Remember it all the time. One of the most powerful and complex elements in workout is a flag. We work on the retention of the body. Push-ups are also good.
То есть можно удержание, можно отжимание делать.
It takes 15 to 20 minutes to warm up before any training. After warming up joints and muscles, an athlete has a chance to work out other groups of muscles using his/her own fantasy. Video of the Week rubric closes the program. Before 2013, British Simon Kindlesides lived a full life, worked as the manager in a restaurant and did dancing. Later, doctors diagnosed a rare disease which paralyzed his lower part of the body. Simon does not give up and regularly surprises people. He is the first man in the world who participated in the professional marathon in exoskeleton suit.